Hello everyone and welcome to the first episode of Raider Token New to DeFi. What we're going to talk about in this series is it's an instructional series for people who are new to the DeFi space and what you should look out for and what you shouldn't look out for in projects. So the first thing what I want to talk about in this episode is what I believe is one of the most important things is sustainability. And this is something people tend to overlook for numerous reasons. One, because they're looking to make a quick profit, but that very often goes wrong. And two, because they don't really understand the system and how it works. So this is what I want to try and get people to understand with this series is how DeFi works, what it is, so they can make a fair judgment on their investments and hopefully make some more money. So, sustainability. Now, this is an issue because it's possible that people produce projects that are unsustainable intentionally to steal money from you because they're criminals through fraud and they want your money. I'm sure you've worked out by now, people in this world want your money and they want it for as little effort as possible. And so creating a cryptocurrency DeFi project that promises to give you lots of money, but in reality won't, is a very good way of doing that. But also generally because there might be an honest person trying to launch an honest project, but unfortunately it just simply is unsustainable. They haven't worked out the maths correctly and it cannot function. So it's best you protect yourself as much as possible. So I've gone on PinkCell and I've just found this is literally the first one I clicked on. Matrix Shiba. So I looked at that name and thought, yep, this is a scam. But let's not talk about the fact that it's a scam for now. Let's just talk about sustainability. So this person's decided to launch this project, even if it got as much as 1 BNB. It hasn't. People have paid 14.6 BNBs into this, which is unfortunately. So the first thing you want to look at with sustainability is what's the total supply. So the total supply is 1 billion and 60 million of that is for the pre-sale. Now there is 80% in a locked wallet, but that lock ends tomorrow. So tomorrow 80% of the supply of this token will be given to the developer and their wallet will be unlocked. That's a major red flag that you should instantly avoid, but that's not that's not what we're here talking about today. What we're talking about is sustainability. So do these numbers work? The answer is no, because 60 billion just for the pre-sale is too little for this. You won't be able to sustain any kind of sales with what you put onto any kind of exchange, the BNB and PancakeSwap. So these numbers don't work at all. You need to have a substantial portion of your tokens in the pre-sale, about 10 to 20%, and you need to have a good amount of BNB. 100 would be, I would say, a decent amount has a minimum. So you want to be looking for projects that have 100 BNB soft cap. That would be the ideal. And you want to have tokens that have a decent amount of their supply given to pre-sale buyers. Because if you're buying in the pre-sale, you deserve a better price. So you should be looking at things that have a 10 to 20% ratio between what they offer in the pre-sale and what their total supply is. Tokens for liquidity also, you want a lot of them to be go into the liquidity. Most of them, like 80% of them minimum, should be going to liquidity. So something like this, you want to completely ignore, and this is not sustainable. Let's go to their website and let's look at what they also offer. So remember, this is just about sustainability. So the tokenomics is basically a 30% tax in total. So if you buy the product, you pay a 14% tax, 5% goes to a wallet donated for marketing, and 4% to a goes into liquidity and 5% is to some kind of giveaway. The sells are 15% tax, 5% to the marketing and 4% to liquidity and 5% giveaway. So basically this means that when you're buying this token, you need to be 30% up before you're in profits. You need to be 30 to 31% up before you're in profits. And that's not including the gas fees. So this is not sustainable, I would say. It's okay now if you're buying in the pre-sale. If you buy in the pre-sale and this product worked, you could be 30% up. That is possible. But when this product's been around for a while, it's been around for a year, that's no longer sustainable. When the token gets to a certain point, you're not going to be making 30% profits. It's going to be impossible to make 30% profits. You're going to be making 5% profits. And if you've got to pay 30% of that in tax, it's not going to work. And it doesn't appear that anything is reflected to holders, so your bag's not growing. So this is not sustainable. This is mathematically certain that this will not succeed, this token. So that's what you want to look at. You want to look at what's sustainable, what works, what maths works, and what system will continue to function. So let's give an example of that. So an example of a really good sustainable product is drip. I like drip quite a lot. So as you can see the chart here, so ignore the chart for now. We're not talking about price action, we're talking about sustainability. So bear in mind that drip has just had quite a severe fall. It's gone down quite a lot. About a 70-odd% decline, which isn't great for the token, but it's had their 70% decline. How much LP has it still got? Basically 17 million. So this product is very sustainable. I reckon this will rise again once people have got such a big people take profits in products. So when products have like an astronomical rise like this has done, and now you see people taking profits, what you want to look at is what their LP is, what the LP is now when the drops happened. And if the LP is still massive, then that is a really good indicator that it's a very solid and stable product. And also what you want to look at is holder diversity. So how many holders are there, and what kind of impact would one sell have on the token? So a product with lots of holders is something you really want. So ideally products that have been around for a while are things you want to look at. So this has been around since August. So that's a really good indicator of what is a good product. I think it should be something that's been around for a while. You make lots of money investing in new products, but don't let that distract you. You might lose a lot of money if you invest in new products. Things that have been around for a while are safe, and that's the message that I want to get through with this series and with our token, Raider token, on how you should be investing in DeFi. The number one priority above everything, and I do mean everything, should be safety. How safe is your investment? How sustainable is your investment? That should be what you're looking at. You shouldn't be looking at things like this. You shouldn't be looking at a fancy website that just lags, that shows that a lot of care hasn't gone into it. You shouldn't be looking at, taxes that are unsustainable in long term. You should be looking at safety. Okay, so thank you very much for listening. Look forward to speaking to you in future episodes, and make sure to check out our in-house token, Raider token, and have a very good day, and hope you are very profitable.